Hello guys, welcome to this German question bank series. This is the third video, okay? And please see the question and try to write the answer. In a few moments, we are gonna discuss the answer, okay? So I hope you have paused the video and you have written the answer. Okay, let's check the answer. Okay, so the first question is, wo kann man Geld wechseln? Und wo kann man alte Waren kaufen? Okay, so the Geld, first we will discuss the vocabulary. Geld means money, wechseln is to exchange, where one can exchange the money, and where one can uh, buy the old stuff, old things. Okay, so we have written man kan Geld auf der Bank wechseln. So one can exchange the money in the bank. Okay, and the old thing, man kann alte Waren am Marktplatz oder online kaufen. One can buy the old things in the market or or online. Okay, these are the words that we have discussed. So the second question is, wo kann man Medikamente bekommen? Bekommen is to receive, where one can receive the medicine, and what one can buy in the kiosk. Okay, so I have written one can buy the medicine, of course, in the chemist shop. That means the apotheker, and what one can buy am Kiosk. That is, man kann die Zeitungen, die Zeitschriften, die Getränke und die Süßigkeiten am Kiosk kaufen. Okay, Zeitungen means the newspaper, Zeitschriften means magazine, Getränke is the beverages, and the Süßigkeiten means sweets. Okay, so the third question. Wo möchtest du gern wohnen? In der Stadt oder auf dem Land? Und warum? Here I have discussed the two options. If someone wants to live in the city, and what if someone wants to live in the countryside, village? Okay, so I have written in the first possibility that ich möchte gern in der Stadt wohnen. I would like to live in the city because es viele Einrichtungen in einer Stadt gibt. Because there are so many facilities in the city. That's why I want to live in the city. And the second option is, I have written, I would like to live in the countryside or in the village because there is peace, calm, and there is a fresh air in the countryside or in the village. That's the reason I want to live in the village. You can write it your own, or you can write any of the two options. You have two options. So, welche Vorteile gibt es, wenn man auf dem Land wohnt? So, what Vorteile means advantages. What are the advantages if one lives in the village or countryside? So I have written when man of them land wohnt. This is a Nebensatz, starts with when. That's why verb is at end, verb comma verb. So I have written when one lives in the countryside, uh, one can pay a little money for the rent, house rent. That is possible that one is paying the little house rent, and that's the, I think, advantage if we live the countryside. And the fifth is, what is the welche Nachteile gibt es, when man auf dem Land wohnt? And what is the disadvantages if one lives in the countryside or in the village? So I have written when man auf dem Land wohnt, if the someone lives in the village. Again, the Nebenzas when, and I have it starts with when, and that's why won't goes at the end, and again the verb comma verb gibt has come first. So gibt es Einkaufsmöglichkeiten, that means the shopping possibilities. There are so many shopping possible. Sorry, es gibt es keine. I wanted to write over here. That is the disadvantages. There is no shopping possibility, and there is no Kindergarten, Schule und Arbeitsplatz. Und we can say when there is little workplace. So the next question is, nenne zwei Vorteile, wenn man in der Stadt wohnt. So what are the two advantages if one lives in the city? So I have written when man in der Stadt wohnt. I have written the same thing. Gibt es zahlreiche Einkaufsmöglichkeiten, Kindergarten, Schule und Arbeitsplatz. That means there are many, countless, the shopping possibility, Kindergarten, Schule, und workplaces, jobs. Okay, so the seventh question is then it's why Nachteiler when man in der Stadt wohnt. What is the disadvantage if one lives in the city? So I have written when man in der Stadt wohnt, muss man viel Geld für die Miete bezahlen. One has to pay high rent. Okay. Uh, Eighth question is was kann ein Tourist alles in deiner Stadt machen? Uh, uh, that means the what one can do in the what a tourist can do in your city. So if you live where you live, you can write the famous places over there, and one can visit the tourist. I have written I live in Pune, so I have written Ich ein Tourist kann Sinhagad und das Kelkar Museum in meiner Stadt besichtigen. You can write it down your own famous thing that one can do in your city. The tourist can do in your city. Wie ist das Leben in einer smart city? How is the living in a smart city? I have written it's simple and comfortable because there are so many the transport facilities, uh, everything is nearby. So I have written it's easy and comfortable. We don't have to struggle that much if we live in the smart city. So wie heißt deine Stadt? Nenne zwei Sehenswürdigkeiten in deiner Stadt. So what is your city name, and tell the any famous visiting places in your city. So I have written ich wohne in Pune and zwei Sehenswürdigkeiten in meiner Stadt sind Tulsibag und Shaniwarwad. These are the famous places in my city. One fired man den Tag der Republik in Indien, nenne zwei Volksfeste in Deutschland. So, when does one celebrates the Republic Day in India, and name two festival in Germany? So, I have written der Tag der Republik feiert man am 26. Januar. Zwei Volksfeste in Deutschland sind Oktoberfest und Weihnachten. The Oktoberfest and Weihnachten. Oktoberfest is the October festival, Oktoberfest, and Weihnachten is Christmas. So the next question, welches Fest feiert man am 15. September in Indian? Nenne zwei Familienfeste. So what one can fires on the 5th of September in India, and name two festivals. So I have written am 15. September feiert man der Lehrertag in Indian. The Teachers' Day we celebrate on the 5th of September, and the two festivals are Diwali and Eid. You can write it down your those festivals you like. Okay, these are the two famous festivals that I have written. So, wann hast du Geburtstag? Wie feierst du ihn? When do you have your birthday? Geburtstag is birthday, and how you celebrate it. So, I have written, ich habe am 21. August mein Geburtstag. Please note that I have written dot after that, which is very, very essential. If you don't put the dot in that after that, I think you will lose the marks. So don't do that. So write it your birth date over here and put the dot and write the month. Okay, follow the same thing. So I've written am 21. August mein Geburtstag. Ich lade meine Freunde und Familie zur Party ein. I invite my friends and family to the party. The next question is, was kann man zum Hochzeitsschenken? Schreib einen passenden Glückwunsch dazu. What one can schenken is to gift one. What one can gift on a wedding day, and what one how we greet that couple, or how we say the Glückwunsch. So I have written, man kann ein Bild oder Blumen zum Hochzeitstag schenken. A picture frame or a flower one can gift on the wedding day. Und man sagt, one says, herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Hochzeitstag. Okay, that means I'm wishing you happiness uh, on your marriage day. So that is the word to word translation. The 15th last question is, dein Bruder hat Geburtstag, was schenkst du ihm und warum? I have written, mein Bruder hat Geburtstag, full stop. Ich schenke ihm einen Kopfhörer. I will gift him a Kopfhörer means that means the headphones because while air gern music heard because he likes to listen music. That's why I will gift him earphone. So these are the questions that we have discussed. If you're watching till now, you will definitely gonna get a good marks in your exam. And please do not forget to subscribe my channel, and also share with your friends those who wants to get good marks in German for the HSC exam. Thank you guys. Like, share and follow. Thanks for your time and all the best for your exam.